I think the Indian startups have an ecosystem which is the envy of anybody who is not from this generation. But then, generation and age apart, the fact is that the opportunities are pretty high and the friction is pretty low. So, fundamentally, the market is booming, the perception of India is what it is, and the way in which talent can be connected with you and stakeholders across can be connected with you is second to none. Perhaps because of Jio's unequal contribution, or you may call it the entire digital ecosystem, but it's a great time to be a startup today. I think the biggest mistake people make is to be very wary of making a mistake. So while it might sound trite, but make mistakes while you're in your journey. That is when the risk comes. That is when the risk appetite creates opportunities. And then be smart enough to find a method by which you create opportunity out of the crisis you might have created on your own. Well, you would expect me to say AI is overhyped. Frankly, it is not. AI is, when embedded in the human-centric model, is actually not hyped, but there are enough people who will say AI as a lazy prompt engineering and getting some output which they barely understand. So it is at one level hyped, overhyped, but if used correctly, it is a generational technology. I think consumers are going to turn to artificial intelligence. They will seek information, they will seek perceptions, views, which are often sucked from tokens which you have yourself thrown into the universe, your competitors have thrown into the universe. All kinds of contradiction may stare you in the face. So the consumer is going to funnel all of it and develop an information system which may not necessarily be based on actual facts, but then you have to embrace it as the only reality and work around it. Oh, it is to be closest to the maximum number of targeted customers at a sustainable level. And basically, management 101, there's nothing that has changed except the fact that the algorithmic intermediation is for real. The way the consumers and the stakeholders are expecting companies to deliver is going to keep changing. But essentially, management 101, keep your eye on the ball and keep delivering a lot ahead of expectations and your competitors. Well, I think, I hate to admit, but at the Oberoi in probably October 2023, when OpenAI founder Sam Altman spoke to an audience of maybe 200 people. And I started thinking that this is a generational technology and not a fad. And that's when I started enrolling in courses that were still available, kept improving the game, sat and put my head together for a doctoral level work using artificial intelligence as well as human AI, developed a thought on Centaur model, which is essentially human AI. To my mind, that was a movement, and moments like this keep happening all the time. It's just that we have to be fortunate enough to embrace them, and mine was this. Read, speak, think, muddle around genuinely important problems that you would have noticed in your own life. Develop the authenticity as to why you are the right person to be addressing them, and build a moat around what you've done. Otherwise, someone else will take away what you've created. Oh, I don't know. Do I have half an hour to speak about? I think the fact that they had this laser-sharp focus on artificial intelligence, each one of them, even though two of them said that they don't have an AI focus, when they actually spoke, they had a more specific AI focus than probably the others as well. So in a word, the laser-sharp focus on a generational technology and the hunger to embed it to this fantastic story of Jio, which is just about nearing 10 years, is, I think, a beautiful fit. And that excited me because their focus, their hunger, their empathy to the stakeholder, and the fact they found themselves in the embracing arms of Jio and JioGenNext is what excited me.